Hello and welcome to my Let's Play of Star Trek Online on the PS4. I am the B82 and this is part 27 of my Federation Delta Recruit Engineer playthrough from 2021. We're about to play... I'm going to redo that intro. Live, doing it live is very difficult. Hello and welcome, I'm B82 and this is part 27 of my Delta Recruits 2021 Federation Engineer playthrough. We're about to undertake the final mission in the Borg Advance Story Arc, and for that we have a new ship, and it is on screen. Already spoiled, it is the Sovereign class, and it is a Sovereign class, it's not an advanced ship or anything, but we're going to use it for this mission. And then I've got a treat for you. Even though I'm a Kardashian, I'm going to be using a Galore class after this. But I thought I'll let the Borg meet their greatest nemesis, the Sovereign class. So let's how for the mission. I just thought I'll do something different, because I mean most of my playthroughs I'll probably use the Sovereign or use the Excelsior and other ships. Odyssey class. It'd be nice to be able to use my species ship, which is the Galore. I do plan on using the Keldon at some point, which is basically the same ship, but don't need, and other Cardassian vessels. But for the time being, we're going to be using the Sovereign, at least for this mission. So let me let everyone know that I'm streaming, because it's a live stream as well as a playthrough. Okay, so people know. Okay, that's how for the mission. Because New Romulus, we're not going to be using a ship for New Romulus, so pretty much this is the only time you get to see it. So the data you recovered from the Borg cube indicates that the Borg have established a foothold in Undine space. The Undine seem to make it very little distinction between alien races, so it's quite really possible that the Borg presence in their home is causing their aggressive behaviour. We cannot afford an all-out war with the Undine. Their biotechnology surpasses even our most advanced technology. Therefore, we have assembled an expedition to remove the Borg presence from Fluidic Space. We found a system where the fabric of the two dimensions are breaking down. This is our best shot at creating a stable quantum singularity. The expedition will include USS Voyager, commanded by Admiral Tuvok. He has analysed the data you received from the Borg cube and is confident he can create an artificial singularity. The orders are to cross into Fluidic Space with Voyager, locate the Borg and remove them if possible. Avoid contact with the Undine. They have the advantage and you'll end up in a fight you can't win. Okay, so let's accept. And let's begin the fluidic dynamics. Or fluid dynamics. And then I was going to do my cheesy captain's log, because we always like a nice cheesy captain's log. Captain's log, Stardate 86489.72. Borg incursion into Fluidic Space must be stopped. For that, I've been given temporary command of the USS Yorktown. We are to join a task force headed by Admiral Tuvok in the Kuda System. Excellent. All the comments I've been getting recently on the videos and streams.
Welcome to the Kuda System. I am Admiral Tuvok of the USS Voyager. I will provide tactical assistance on this mission.
It's a privilege, Admiral. I studied the exploits of Voyager at Starfleet Academy.
Thank you. Your meteoric rise through the ranks is well known to me as well. Sensors indicate the division between normal and fluidic space is thinner here, making crossing much easier. The Undine have used this location in the past. We will use it now. The majority of the fleet will remain here to protect this area. Our team will enter fluidic space, Locate and then survey the Borg presence there. If possible, we will destroy it. When you are ready, Voyager will open the singularity.
Open singularity, Admiral Tuvok. Okay. So let's take the Yorktown through. I was having an arm in what old years. This is the new Sovereign skin. They do have the movie skin from First Contact onwards, and oh yeah, I will be using the Sovereign at some point. You know, I got on with these all Cardassian ships. So there will, a Sovereign will appear as well as an Odyssey, because I love the Odyssey class.
We have made a successful transition into fluidic space. Unlike our own, this dimension is filled with an organic fluid. The main indigenous life form is species 8472. Sensors are detecting a Borg signature nearby. Your vessel will take the lead in the investigation. We will follow.
Acknowledged. So, we are being affected by a wave-like current in the fluidic space, which is causing our ship to move involuntarily. I wish we had more time to study this phenomenon. Acknowledged. Okay, well, they're not actually going to follow, because we travel at a high impulse, they won't. High impulse? What am I fucking talking about? Full impulse. We can travel at full impulse, they won't travel at full impulse, they'll just travel at this speed, which is very slow, and we'll never get anything done by the time we wait for them to come through. Some kind of Borg device, so I recommend we're approaching a closer scan. So, yeah, so this will be the only time the Sovereign will appear, and then we'll change to a galore, because we're going to go on the ground for most of the next missions. Scans indicate that this is an interplexing beacon, so the Borg must not be able to transmit the subspace frequencies as easily through the organic fluid that compromises fluidic space. These relays are boosting the signal to allow communication with the collective in normal space. This means we should be able to follow these beacons to the Borg foothold here. Set course for the next beacon. Okay. Yeah. Everyone grew up. It's like Doctor Who. Everyone grew up with their Doctor, and everyone grew up with their Enterprise. I watched the Next Generation, so my Enterprise was the Galaxy class, and this Sovereign, as well as the movie TOS movies, which was the refitted movie Constitution. So yeah, because my favourite ship in all the Star Trek is the Defiant. Love the Defiant. Tough little ship. I'm not going to be using one with this character because he's an engineer and it would be stupid. Data required, sir. There appears to be a total of 5 interplexing beacons in the sequence. The next one is just ahead. Admiral, this beacon appears to be picking up a subspace transmission from within Fluidic Space with a Starfleet signature. Recommend we investigate, sir. It could be a ship in distress. Agreed. Set an intercept course for the source of the signal.
We've been examining the data on the interplexing beacons, and we believe we may have discovered a vulnerability in the Borg subspace carrier wave technology. If it's acceptable to you, I would like the Venture to remain here and run some tests while you investigate the signal. We may not get another opportunity.
That's acceptable. We'll investigate the signal while the Venture remains here. I don't think it is acceptable. I think at least one of these ships should stay behind to protect the Venture. Venture is a Galaxy class, if I remember correctly. what you're saying anyway. Let's go and investigate the signal. Go and take a peek, see what's going on. Here we go.
This landmass is unique in fluidic space. It is not a planet by Starfleet definitions. If I had to categorize it, I would say it is similar to the coral reefs found in Earth's oceans. The ground itself is a framework for living creatures.
Oh no, I'm Cardassian. I spent 5 years on. Oh, I might have spent time on it, but Earth is too cold.
Fascinating. We are detecting a number of ships in the area. Starfleet, Klingon Defense Force, Romulan Republic, even Ferengi and Cardassian. Most species from the Alpha and Beta quadrants appear to be represented.
White people? Curious. These ships are identical configurations to ships found in the Alpha and Beta quadrants, but they cannot have been constructed there. I'm detecting alloys that are not used in standard ship construction. Run a metallurgical analysis. Hi sir, running analysis now. The alloys correspond to technology found on Iconia and recovered in Iconia technology. But why would the Iconians make fake ships? I tend to find out. So I'm detecting some kind of gateway opening and a huge fleet coming through on screen. Those must be more Iconian thralls. I'm being destroying them. So we're picking up an incoming distress call from USS Venture on screen.
Captain Simmons to Voyager. The Borg are here. We're taking heavy fire and need immediate assistance.
Set course for the Venture, maximum speed. Connie. Yeah. Dr. Cooper was an escape pod captain. He wants to speak to you from the transporter room. Patch him through.
I never should have come on this mission. I'm a scientist, not an explorer. Take me out of this awful place right now.
Calm down for a second and talk to me. What happened?
The Borg attacked and we had to abandon ship. We were floating here, waiting, and then Undine. They came out of nowhere, tore through us like tissue paper. We shouldn't have invaded their space. They're so strong. We're weak. Please take me out of here.
What about Captain Simmons? Is she not in the escape pods?
I don't know. It all happened so fast. She insisted on being the last one to leave the ship. I don't even know if she made it out alive. Now, can we leave?
I'm sorry, Dr. Cooper, but we have a mission to complete. You arrogant ass. Beacon scan, coordinates for the file beacon has been downloaded. This beacon is handling a significant amount of traffic, sir. Last beacon should give us information we need. Well, it should, but you can open your bloody eyes, you can see it from here. So this is the final beacon. I have the coordinates for the Borg fleet. We're very close. Shields up, proceed with caution. I need them to catch up, but I cannot take on the Borg fleet on my own. As much as I have confidence in my ability to do so.
The Borg presence is much larger than we anticipated. Nevertheless, our orders are to remove as much of it as possible. Voyager will follow your lead.
Acknowledged. Going in.
Is that a Borg Unimatrix? It's enormous!
I admit that it is an impressive
Nah, I'm not that impressed. Be none of those biatches. I doubt it. I really disrupt the weaponry.
Destroy it before we can retreat.
Aye, Captain Scoobin. Oh, great, we've got Undine coming. Yeah, watch out for that feedback pulse. I concur. Technically we're the same rank, but he outranks me because he's commander of the fleet. I agree, let's get the hell out of here. And Dean have arrived.
We need to report to Starfleet Command immediately. We thought that the Undine were responding to a Borg incursion into their space, but it now appears that the Iconians, or some entity posing as them, has created false Alpha and Beta Quadrant ships and sent them into Fluidic Space. Clearly, the Undine attacked us because they thought we attacked them first.
Starting with the bad news, I see.
There is some good news. The spread of the Borg nanovirus has halted, and thanks to the Doctor's research, we should be able to prevent future planets from being assimilated in this manner. The Borg will adapt in time, but we have also stopped them from transmitting the technique for Undine assimilation to the collective. It is possible they could learn how to do so again. We will need to remain vigilant.
What about the Borg in Fluidic Space?
The Borg in Fluidic Space were forced to retreat, and logic suggests it will be quite some time before they trouble the Undine again. The end of the Borg attacks in their home might stop the Undine advance into our space. But if the Iconians continued to trick Species 8472 with false incursions, they could decide to invade ours in retaliation.
What happens now?
Voyager will take Dr. Cooper and the other survivors back to Earth. I suggest that we all confer with our fleet commanders to determine the next course of action. We have not seen the last of the Undine.
Understood. Till next time, Admiral. Okay, so let's... get our magnesite. Let's leave the system first. Okay, and speak with Captain Nichols. We may not have been able to remove the Borg presence in Fluidic Space, but it looks like the Undine will. Hopefully this will end their aggressiveness. However, I find there are reports of false flag ships in Fluidic Space troubling. If the Iconians are trying to trick the Undine into believing that we are invading their space, it could explain everything that's happened. Unfortunately, it's the only means that the Undine may have been prompted into an invasion of their own, and if that happens, our dimension will be at risk. Cemented proton, which is it's nice to have. However, not really interested in anti-proton, and of course we have to go and do that mission, which is a trip to New Romanus, which is all ground portion rework. Boring and unnecessary, but you know, it's all part of the playthrough. Anyway, I'm the Big 82. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe, comments are welcome, and I appreciate any thumbs up as well. And I will see you in parts 28 when we visit New Romanus. Until then, ciao for now.